Hi there, my name is Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and right behind me is a 2009 Roadtrek RS. This is on the Sprinter chassis and has a 3-liter turbo diesel Mercedes. And today we're gonna walk around it, and I think if we feel like it, we're gonna go drive it as well. Point out the flaws, good, bad, and ugly, and see what we can get into. So this coach has about 180,000 miles, which is about 60,000 miles beyond the diesel break-in period. And unlike a lot of coaches you'll see, was not sitting in the back of a yard for the last 10 years or forgotten and lost. So that is in a lot of ways a pro. Now, of course, some of the flaws do show, you know, like you've got small little scratches here and there on the coach. You can kind of find them all around. I mean, a coach, it looks good. You've got mostly straight sides. The decals are in good shape. You've got just very well built surfaces all around. We've got these windows right here that are made to be flush with the body, all tinted back here, and you can really barely see in it, and that's with the blinds open. In the back here with the blinds shut, I mean, you can't see anything. So that's quite nice. The size of this coach is excellent. It's got a 150-inch wheelbase and it's 22 feet long. So the maneuverability is fantastic. And the ride quality on these is why you go to the Sprinter. You know, not only on paper is it quite nice, you know, I've got 4-wheel disc brakes, all that jazz. You've got the 3-liter turbo diesel, which isn't the most powerful engine, but it's a very smooth and well-built engine, which I think goes a long way and is one of those values you don't really see on paper. The ride quality is superb, super comfortable, very easy to drive. The brakes feel excellent. The transmission feels excellent. Now back here, we've got like an outside shower. We do have a Onan generator back here. So that generator will run all our systems, our air conditioning system, as well as power up the inverter, the chargers, and all that good stuff, just like you would be if you were plugged into power. Now, the air conditioner is an 11,000 BTU rooftop mounted air conditioner. And right back behind here, we've got our refrigerator, which will run off of electric or propane. And we also have a 16,000 BTU gas fired furnace, which is just overkill for the size of the coach, including the 11,000 BTU air conditioner. So these are very well insulated and sealed vehicles and RVs. And so those systems are gonna be no problem. Here's a 6-gallon propane fired hot water heater. And down below, all of these will fold up. So that'll reveal our city water connection, our dump valves, all that good stuff. Yep, we've got our propane tank right there. So there's city fill, gravity fill for the tanks. This has a 30-gallon freshwater tank, as well as a 24-gallon gray tank and a 10-gallon black tank. So those are actually pretty good numbers for this little guy right here. Let's go ahead and open up this back here. So great access. That'll fold up and get out of the way a little bit. But yeah, huge access out the back. Kind of see some of the nice woodwork and stuff we're going to talk about when we get on the interior. Got space down below. Shut that there. The door is just shut with a very solid feel. 5,000 pound towing capacity on this coach. So 4-wheel disc brake and a strong chassis here still have a good bit of towing capacity. And the Mercedes Sprinters actually have ESP, which is electronic stability control. So my basic understanding of this is it's doing a little bit more than just standard systems that you'll see on the base level coaches. And it is nice to know that you've got some of that Mercedes engineering back there, possibly Mercedes. I mean, a lot of these manufacturers share technologies and stuff like that, but that is nice to know on this coach. Okay, so on the passenger side here, we've got a rooftop mounted large flat awning that has 2 arms that you can lock down on the ground to make more stable. You roll it out on the left, can't beat the good old manual rollout, and you can mount the arms in the sides of the coach as well, if you'd like. And right here is where we've got our sliding door. Now again, there's just small little scratches here and there down the sides. I'm not really going way into depth on some of it. It's just to be expected. I mean, the coach, you know what it is with the age and stuff like that, and the miles, a lot of, you know, in a lot of regards is really good for RVs. But obviously you might have a couple more little small scratches. Comes free of charge. The interior is quite well equipped, so that slides out of the way. And that's what we're gonna get into next. And we're gonna start with the cockpit. So of course, being a van, we've got great access with these front doors here. We've got an updated Bluetooth head unit in the front that also shows our backup camera. Weather Pro mats, lots of legroom space, no large and cumbersome center console. In fact, there's a sleek center console in replacement of that. And of course, there's a ton of access if you tear up into there, and it's made to be accessed if you need to ever service it. Both of these chairs, by the way, will swivel and turn around for better seats and enjoyment in the back cabin space here. There's also a wraparound curtain that conveniently, the rail goes right around, right on the edges. So you still have your cabin space up here as part of your interior, even when your privacy screen and curtain is drawn, with these seats turned around and everything. But anyways, very nice cabin space, extremely maneuverable seats, very ergonomic. Now, as we move to the interior, you kind of get a taste of that coach feel. The ceiling panel in the cockpit is the cherry wood, or at least cherry looking wood that we've got that continues on this interior. And let's step inside here. So as you walk in, this coach has a lot of nice details packed into a small little package. So I'm going to try to cover them as much as possible. Right here, we've got a nice little curtain just for the big window here. So very thoughtful as far as privacy. You're going to have thoughtful privacy curtains and privacy when you're in this coach. They even give you these nice little accent trim pieces around the windows, so when you draw down your shades, you don't have to worry about the cracks, right? So they thought about that because, you know, that's something you have to be mindful of, especially such a small package. Another thing you have to be mindful is storage space. So we do have a good bit of storage space up above. This huge cabinet here is wide open up there, and you've got more up here. Storage here, as well as another outlet. This right here is our breaker panel, our main 120 breaker panel, as well as fuse box. It's always good to know where that is. The ceiling has 72 inches of interior height, so a good bit of space. I'm 5'10", 5'11", about to cross 6 one day. And you see how much space I have here. We've got a nice, fantastic fan right above, sucks massive amounts of air through. Those windows actually vent out. These are so nice. They've got built-in screens. Look at that, there we go. Nice vent out windows. You can draw excellent amounts of air through the coach. Lots of storage up here too. These all stay shut pretty nicely. And this is actually a granite countertop. I don't know why this view reminds me of like a Prevost bus type view with those big windows and the backdrop. Nice little stainless sink here with a stainless bowl and a stainless gas stove. Here's our Dometic fridge down below. We also have a microwave / convection oven. So right here we have our 2-in-1 shower and toilet space. And I like how it's not draining. It's draining in all in one space right here. A little pop-out vent above, even a mini sink. And this is a nice little package here. As I said, drain is all contained here, well contained. You can draw this curtain right here, give yourself a little bit more space, and efficiently packed. Big, nice doors here, mirror in between. And as you come back here, we've got more storage cabinets to my left. Tons of storage up here, as well as right here. And these 3 cabinets up above. Now this will become flat back here to give yourself a pretty large bed space. And you've got a nice on TV right here on a big swivel mount, so it can mount and face forward in the coach if you'd like. You've also got your thermostats, speakers, nice amounts of windows back here too, because you know it's all about the view if you're in those nice state parks or areas. And just a nice little living space too, because that will turn into a couch. And you can just be hanging out there, great view, great windows, great air conditioning, great heating, great insulation, nice cherry woodwork. We've got a 750 watt inverter, so you can take your battery power and run 120 items off of it. Well equipped, got a own end generator in the back to run everything on its own wherever you park it. Fully contained, shower, toilet, all the tanks, gray, black, fresh. This thing has it all, and it's all contained in 22 feet 9 inches. How does it drive? Quite excellently. Let's go drive. All right, so we are on the road now with this coach, and it's quite an easy coach to drive. I mean, obviously that's going to be one of the big things about it, but beyond that, the brakes feel very nice. And one of the things I do like about it that I think is a big improvement that these Sprinters offer is the stability when you're turning, and when there's anything that's upsetting the thing that will make it rock, feels a whole lot better in this coach. The transmission is quite slick. The engine, the torque band seems so perfectly matched to the weight, to the transmission, to how the coach wants to be driven, to how they've mapped out the throttle and all that good stuff. There's not a moment when you are annoyed when you think that maybe you could be shifting better, or when you could be placing it in the right gear at the right time. That part I really like about the coach. It seems very smart when you're driving it. I like that a lot. And when you're sitting here in between the lanes, it feels taut and stable. That's what a lot of that side to side kind of stability adds up to at the end of the day, is a better driving experience at all speeds, where you're having to put in less inputs because the chassis and the coach itself is wanting to just stay straight and keep going. So that is quite nice, in addition to the nice feeling brakes, the nice feeling throttle and drivetrain. All that stuff concocts into a very nice picture. And dang, it'll really trick you into think you're driving a nice feeling SUV, a very comfortable feeling larger SUV, I have to say. That's what if you don't look in your mirrors, if you just drive it, I actually think this rides better than a lot of luxury SUVs you'll see.